This video is sponsored by Caleb and Brown. They help their clients buy, sell, and swap cryptocurrencies with a 24/7 personal broker service. Sign up today. But let's move on to our next article, talking about the newest members of the BRICS nation and how they begin Bitcoin mining. So yes, it comes from Van Eck, and the UAE, Argentina, and Ethiopia begin state-backed Bitcoin mining. Let me take away this pop-up ad really fast. Boom. There we go. So yeah, Bitcoin mining, oh, so good. More stability in the Bitcoin network. Now, three of the newest members of BRICS, Argentina, the UAE, and Ethiopia, have begun mining Bitcoin using government resources, according to Matthew Sigel, head of digital assets research and investment firm from Van Eck. Now, this move highlights emerging trends among BRICS nations toward exploring digital assets for the economic resilience and financial independence. The BRICS coalition, which now includes 6 additional nations, has a combined GDP larger than that of the G7. According to Sigel, in an interview with CNBC, recent developments suggest a shift away from traditional Western financial systems. Now, here's a tweet from BitEagle. 3 of the 6 new members of BRICS are mining Bitcoin. Russia's sovereign wealth fund is investing in Bitcoin, mining throughout BRICS countries, and with the goal of setting up a global trade in Bitcoin. So this is crazy news. So if you guys are not bullish on Bitcoin, you better be now. But Sigil noted that Russia's sovereign wealth fund also invests in Bitcoin, mining, and artificial intelligence infrastructures across the BRICS bloc. Now, the goal is to establish a regional system for setting international trade using Bitcoin, potentially reducing reliance on the US dollar. Now, in the same interview, Siegel described the current market setup as very bullish for Bitcoin, drawing comparisons to the 2020 US elections. He noted that Bitcoin's recent rally aligns with increased betting odds for Trump to win and a pattern of high volatility following the election results. Now, here is a tweet from him on X. Now, this chart, known as the gap of delusion, shows why the olds have a hard time changing their minds. They still speak well, even when their cognitive ability has departed. So the decline in cognitive abilities over time, it gets declined, the gap, and Now the full interview, if you want it, is on the Squawk CNN post. But he was like, this is a very bullish setup for Bitcoin into the election. We saw the exact same pattern in 2020 where Bitcoin lagged with low volatility. And then once a winner was announced, we had a high vol rally as new buyers come into the market, says Matthew. So we are kind of like mirroring like what did happen, but there is a difference. We got companies, institutions involved, and countries involved in Bitcoin now. Last one was just retail, and just because people were stuck in their house from COVID and they just had all this extra income, so that's what they spent their money on. But this time, it's definitely different. But for many Bitcoin representatives, a decentralized financial tool that could provide BRICS countries with an alternative to the dollar-dependent systems. If you didn't know what Bitcoin mining is, it's just the process of creating new Bitcoins and verifying transactions on the blockchain, which requires substantial energy and infrastructure. However, it could enable BRICS nations to conduct trade independently of the US dollar itself. So yeah, so BRICS is mining Bitcoin now, and whoo, this is pretty good. Well, they already did it because they had Russia starting it and all, but this is just to help with their global trade. Was that what they said with it? Where was that final one? High volatility, BRICS. And yeah, they just want to get away from the dollar dependent systems out there. So yeah, so if they have this and Bitcoin becomes a new one, which I definitely believe it will, this is good news. So that was our second article I have for you.